Hi everyone, it's Lori from HomeRight. Welcome to the channel. I want to give you guys an update on the Pantry Challenge. We're in week 1, so here's the update for the first week. Quite honestly, it was pretty easy to get through the first week because we were just cleaning out some of the stuff that was in the refrigerator. We did get to some of the stuff in the pantry and the freezer. So just to recap on what the challenge is, I know a lot of people out there are doing no grocery shopping for January and February. For us, our challenge was to spend $100 or less per month for the month of January, $100 or less per month for the month of February. But the intention of this challenge was not in March all of a sudden to go ahead and spend all this money to replenish all of our pantry, freezer, and all that. That wasn't kind of the focus of where we were looking to go with this. We were kind of trying to smart shop, if you want to call it that. So that was the reason why we went with a $100 budget, so that when we went to the grocery store, we would be making smarter choices. We're kind of trying to do that philosophy. I know some people have posted about it, healthier choices and stuff, where you only grocery shop around the perimeter of the grocery store, so it's produce, it's dairy, it's meats, that type of stuff, and not spend as much stuff in the center of the grocery store where it's not as healthy choices. In the past, sure, we've used coupons, then we haven't used coupons, we've been frivolous with our shopping, then we're careful with our shopping, and I know a lot of people are super organized when they do it. We're not quite that organized as everybody else. We just kind of do what works for us, whatever's the best thing for us. But we have realized if we keep a list, we're much better at sticking to the list. But we didn't always used to do that. So we're trying to do that for the Pantry Challenge for January and February, to kind of just stick to the list. The things that we really need in this house. One thing I did notice is, because we're being so careful, we didn't buy a lot of junk food. We did have a tendency when we went to the grocery store that we kind of mood shopped, or just moment shopped. You go in there, I want this, I'm in the mood for this, I want to try that. We definitely didn't do that. So with that made us be more careful in snacks and stuff, because we realized, hey, you either got to make something, you got to think about something, but we're not picking at the junk food as much as we may have in the past, which that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. So, did we spend any money at the grocery store this week? Yes or no? Yes, we did. We actually did go to the grocery store because there were actually a couple of sales going on. Not much. We ended up getting diced tomatoes. They were 37 cents. Can't go wrong with stocking up on a little bit of diced tomatoes. We got 4 cans of them. And we also did corn muffin mix. Again, 37 cents. So in total, we probably only spent about $3. So are we still on budget? Yeah, we have $100 to spend this month. So we've spent about $3. That's not bad. That's a good start. We will need to still go to the grocery store week 2, because I know we're going to run out. We're really low on milk already. We have hardly any fresh produce in there. I need something. I can't just live on starchy stuff all the time. Again, I still have stuff in the garden, and we will continue to use the stuff in the garden, but I need a little bit more. So we're kind of meal planning at this point, trying to figure out what we need to add. But we're being a little bit more careful now using a list. I know some of you guys are really good at meal planning and creating lists and all that kind of stuff. We are touch and go with that. Sometimes we plan well, sometimes we don't. So at least for this challenge, we're going to plan a lot better. For breakfast, it's not unusual for Keith and I to do something different. It's usually kind of a fend for yourself type of thing. For me, I'm more of I could either do a smoothie, or I could do milk and granola like a cereal and throw in fresh fruit or yogurt and granola, whatever. Those are my type of things that I'll do in the mornings. For Keith, he likes breakfast burritos. Ham and cheese. We pre-wrap them, toss them into the freezer. When we're ready to pull them out, it's about a minute and a half in the freezer, and it's a quick, easy breakfast. For lunches, we needed to use up an onion because we had an onion in our pantry that wasn't it was starting to get kind of soft. So we used up some of the onions and made homemade onion soup using vegetable broth that we had made. For lunch, we did a leftovers of homemade French onion soup. And then dinners, oftentimes it was, some nights were fend for yourself and we just kind of cleared out with whatever we could find. We had done really well with eggplant in our garden this year. So we did eggplant cutlets, we did eggplant meatballs, raviolis that were left over. Oh, the best part was we also had a secret ingredient. What do you mean a secret ingredient? Okay, so for us, we kind of took this challenge to a second level. Love the idea of this challenge, but we wanted to add a little bit extra layer of complexity to it. So we had a secret ingredient. So we noticed in going through the pantry that, one, we found things that may not have been in the right location because it had been sitting there forever and ever and ever. So we realized this is not a really good place for this because we never think to go here in order to look for something to use it up. So that was one lesson learned that we had figured out, saying this isn't a good place for this. We need to put it in a different location so when we're looking for meals and meal planning and all that type of stuff, and we're not really good at meal planning, but at least put it in a place where it would be a little bit more visible for us. What was the secret ingredient? It was fried rice seasoning pack. Small little packet of fried rice seasoning packet, and we just hadn't used it. We love Chinese food, but because of where it was, we weren't using it. So we realized, okay, then this is not the best place for us to be putting this in the pantry. Let's find a different place so these type of things actually are visible and we can actually start using them in the pantry. So we picked that one item, the Chinese food season packet, as our special ingredient this week. So we like the idea, and we're going to keep doing this for each one of our weeks. We're going to find one special ingredient and then see how we can incorporate it into our foods or into our recipes to find, make it fun. Maybe it's something we don't really like. Maybe it was something we made and we totally bombed on it. Or maybe it's something that it's just been sitting in that freezer way too long. Or maybe it's something that's about to expire. So it's up to you. I'll put the challenge out to you guys. Can you find at least one secret ingredient in your pantry challenge? And can you incorporate it into this week in your baking, in your cooking, into your recipes? So let me know down in the comments if you pick a secret ingredient, what it is, and what did you make? How did it turn out? Let me know. I so want to hear from you guys. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much for joining. If you are interested in the challenge, please consider checking out Jessica's challenge. That is Three Rivers Homestead, and the challenge is #ThreeRiversChallenge. It's a pantry challenge, and the rules are totally up to you. You can decide what you want to do, what fits your family and your lifestyle. So again, thank you so much for joining. If you like this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you want to see more video content like this, please consider subscribing and click that notification button so you know when the next video is coming. Again, see you next time.